this is honestly something that's important to me, and a lot of people have their opinions on people that play games and if it's a waste of time, all this other stuff, right? No different than anything else in the world, bro. But for me, bro, like, gaming has honestly saved me in so many different ways that it's hard to describe in a YouTube video. Like, bro, I've been through so much in my life, and the fact that I had my GameCube, I had my Sega Genesis, and I have it back there. I still have the same GameCube, the same Sega Genesis that I grew up with as a kid. That got me away from so much trouble, so much chaos, bro. It's crazy, like, what this industry means to me and how much I want to see it succeed. And of course, things change, the industry changes. I've seen it go through bad, up and downs. I've seen the same for my favorite companies, but in terms of me as a consumer, as someone that buys games, someone that enjoys this media and enjoys this space, it means so much to me that I can play games and go back to them that I grew up with to dive into a different world because I wasn't happy with my own reality. And I know people can say, oh, that's corny, or oh, just toughen up and man up. Like, no, it's people go through stuff and they read books, they watch movies, they go on walks. Like, there's different things that people do. They do MMA, they do sports to try to get away or try to overcome very hard aspects of their life. And for me, like, the way that gaming has saved me is from the simple fact that you can step into a world, like, I'll give you guys an example. I'm playing Final Fantasy, right? You can step into this world and put yourself in these characters' shoes and understand what they go through and understand the struggles, even though it's a fantasy world. It's something that we don't have this technology, we don't have this magic, but we can understand the characters and their motivations. Look at Gears of War. It's heavily themed on brotherhood, you know what I mean? Halo's another one that's representative of fighting back, picking yourself up. If you look at Kingdom Hearts, representative of your light and darkness within your own soul, your morality. Something that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to get heavy into. There's different games you can look at and take so much from. The God of War games, you know, trying to be a better person, trying to be a better father to your son. You know, I can't relate to that, but I can understand Kratos as a character, even though I'm not a father, I'm not a husband, but I'm a man, and I can understand a lot of where Kratos comes from. So you can see where I'm coming from when you look at these larger than life characters, and you're experiencing this as a kid, as a teenager, and there's no other media like that, in my opinion. People get that from books, they get that from shows, you know, they get that from other things in life, and nothing wrong with that, because the same way I love this is the same way that someone else can love that. I'm never gonna shit on someone for liking their movies, their shows, their books, to immerse them into the world of Lord of the Rings, which I love a lot. To immerse yourself within the Harry Potter characters that struggle, to immerse yourself into a show like The Walking Dead, even though it has zombies, you can see these real characters like Rick go through so much, or Negan or Maggie, and you can understand loss because we all lose something, and it might not be that tragic in terms of those characters, or it might be, but you know what I'm saying? People can take away something from media. And when it comes to gaming, it's like there's a world, there are characters. Of course, I love gameplay loops, but I'm gonna give you guys an example. Like, and for a lot of people, it's gonna sound corny, they might not understand it, but I'm gonna use Final Fantasy XIV as an example. That game, you get to literally see your character grow and suffer, and this is a character that you make. And as you go through these expansions in this MMO, it's heavily focused on you as a warrior of light, trying to make the best decisions possible in life that affect other people. And your character does their best to try to do good, while understanding like what the cost of being evil, what the cost of giving in the outer darkness could be. And you see that through Xenos. I believe that's his name. Correct me if I'm butchering that. But you see that through with a lot of different villains in Final Fantasy XIV, is giving into despair and giving into hopelessness, and overcoming that with hurting others, with taking from others, you know. And I like to look at that game as such an example of morality, and of course you're getting it through a fantasy point of view, but I think it's very fascinating because I'm a huge fan of when games take their aspect of morality and do a spin on it. Like Kingdom Hearts, you can look at Master Xehanort. Master Xehanort is a villain that has done not great things, but in his eyes, his motivation as to why he has to do this is justified for the fact that he wants a world where there is no such thing as so much light or so much darkness, that morality, good and bad, is balanced out. And I'm getting to my overall point, I'm not trying to drag this out too much, but when you see villains like that, when you see a character like Darth Vader, Another character, boom, struggles with morality, a Star Wars character. I think it's very interesting to see your own morality through something that's not you, in the lens that's not you, for you to better understand. Like, okay, well, I understand this character's actions, but I know they're evil and I don't agree with them, you know? Or I understand this character's struggle and how they can get back up and keep pushing, even though if they give up, I understand, bro, it's too hard, you know? But this character ain't gonna give up. This person's not gonna give up. They will never give up, you know? And there's so much that you could take away from that. So I kind of relate that to my life. There's tons of things that have happened in your life, my life, where I'm like, damn, bro, what do I do, bro? I'm stuck. I keep falling. I'm not going nowhere. I'm hitting a wall. And I just can't seem to get past this damn wall. Like, what do I do? Who do I have to become? What do I have to sacrifice? What do I have to give up? What fears do I have? What's the unknown that I'm about to go through to get to the point where I can overcome this thing? You know, what's at the end of the tunnel? Is it even worth pushing myself to get through this? And the answer is yes. But for me to understand that, I'd play games. And I understood that through games that told really complex stories that made me think and really put me into a place where I can use my critical thinking skills and understand some of the concepts. I mean, I was smaller, of course, at the time, but the older I get and when I go back to those games that really made me think, the more I understand, like, wow, this game has heavy themes of this, and I understand exactly what the writers are telling me, you know. I'm gonna lose my train of thought here, but you're just going through so much in life, and it just pushes you to the point where, you know, you relate to something in life. There's a person, there's a friend, there's a mentor, there's somebody that you can relate to in life that really puts things in perspective, and you can use that as an outlet to help you overcome something. And like I said, a lot of people might look at this media and think that, oh, you're not gonna learn something from playing a damn video game, which you could. You definitely could. And life is what you make it, and what you take out of it, and what you decide to learn. You can learn that through anything. You can learn that through a human experience in terms of just going out there and talking to a community. You can learn that through a damn video game. You know what I mean? And I think more people need to be open-minded of other people's experiences and what really helps them out and what really keeps them sane and keeps them going, and is their escapism from reality so they can hop into another world and just enjoy that world, enjoy those characters, enjoy something that might be similar to their life, but that character is overcoming it, so it's giving them the strength and the faith to do it themselves, man. Like, we can't judge people harshly for the things that truly gives them an outlet, man. Man, we really shouldn't. And for me, man, gaming's just been that thing, and it's been my rock, for sure, bro. Like, I have good friends, I have a very good family. Nothing's perfect, you know what I mean? Everybody can change, everybody can be better day by day. But man, dude, is being a gamer, being in this industry, and being a content creator that loves this media and loves how much it's changed me. It's like, yeah, man, there's times where, you know, I've gone through some tough times in life, but man, I'm glad I can switch on a video game and just say, hey, bro, I'm just gonna chill, gonna enjoy my game. Whatever happens is gonna happen, but I'm taking the time to enjoy my free time to play a game. I've earned this, you know. I've had some shit times at work, going to work, bro, you know, feeling like shit, I don't want to do this, you know, my life sucks today. And I've had a lot of those moments, bro, and I was happy to come home and be like, you know what, I could just go home, and I'm gonna clock out, get in my car, drive home. It's a long commute, watch some YouTube, but the moment I get home, take care of my chores, boom, I'm gonna turn on a cool game and just chill, ride it out for a few hours and get some sleep, man. And so honestly, bro, there's nothing better than that. There really isn't, and that's just saved my life a lot, bro. Like, without gaming, I get that it can become an addiction. I think I'm honestly slightly addicted to games, if I'm being honest with you. Which is something I want to work on in terms of, like, I do other things in life. You know, I do wrestling, I work a job. There's just more I want to do to cut a little bit of time and then earn my time to play my game, you know. That's a little tangent for a different day, but you know, it just did so much for me, just in that aspect of like, oh, you're just going through a lot. You just need some time to unwind and take a break from everything, bro, because life can get loud and noisy, very loud and noisy, and it's sometimes you got to step away and step into a different reality for a little bit and enjoy that. And that's something I'm glad I took the time to do and took the time to understand as an adult. And with that, man, I'm always going to be gaming. There's always going to be something for me to play, something for me to enjoy. You know, I want to become a content creator I want to do this full time one day, give you guys the best entertainment that I can possibly give, and just have fun with it, man. It saved my life. It's continued to save my life. I'm thankful for the developers. I'm thankful for the industry. You know, I just hope that may it live on. May this industry be an industry that continues to grow in the correct direction, even though I know right now and things are very strange. We could talk about that in a different video. Right now we're talking about me, but things are very strange with the industry. But you know, as time goes on, like, we'll see what happens with it all, bro. But I don't want to keep this video too much, man. I'm just saying that games for me, bro, it has saved my life. It helped me be distracted and hop into different character shoes, different stories, different worlds, and experience something that might be similar to what I'm going through. And a lot of games just help me go through some tough shit, you know, especially like the Kingdom Hearts series. I know people like to clown it, say it's corny, bro, or the Final Fantasy series, but man, bro, these games, even though I couldn't understand a lot of the themes at the time, bro, they helped me get through a lot. And I'm just happy that these developers take the time to write those type of stories and write these type of characters, especially this game. So if you haven't given Final Fantasy XIII a chance, you know, I say it's definitely worth checking out. Oh, she's down. Definitely worth checking out. These characters are very, very, very interesting characters, and you can see so much of yourself in some of these different characters, man. And that's just one thing I love about games, bro. I'm just trying to get over world development and character development, man. But yeah, let me know what gaming's done for you personally. What has this industry done for you on a personal level? You don't have to tell me all the details, but let me know what gaming's done for you, the good, and what you learned a lot from the games that you played and the characters that you've become attached to. Like, I'm attached to Sora, a character that I very, very, very much love. I'm attached to even fictional characters like superheroes like Spider-Man, because I understand the struggle, you know, as much as he's a comic book character, he also is a video game character. So yeah, let me know what you guys have been attached to when it comes to the video game industry and the games that are within it and the characters and worlds that are within that. And with that said, if you guys can like, comment, share, subscribe, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys very, very soon. Y'all take care, be safe, keep hustling, staying hungry out there, and keep getting at it, alright? I'll see y'all very soon. And let's make our way to 100 or 1K subscribers. I'm looking forward to it.